Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Chaos playthrough where we are playing as Sigvald the Magnificent and his stylish army. So if you don't get that joke, it's because I've got 2 levels of stylish, so my army is stylish. I will attempt to stop with the bad jokes, guys. Okay, this little guy is being chased around currently. Right, we'll take the campaign bonus, we always do. And he is heading home to the north, where we are going to build up a new campaign. Sorry, a new thing. He is somewhere being chased by the Empire. Sorry, we're going to build up a new army with him. Sigvald is having some fun. He's just building up a little here, but we're going to start raiding away down here soon. We've just got some more Chaos Warriors for him, and we're getting some aspiring champions, I believe it is. I can't look just at the moment, but no, we're getting him some nice new units as well into there. This lord is a mage lord we've got here, so he's a fire lord down here. As I said, we're just going to try and get him home to the north, and I'm going to have a little bit of fun down here with the Humies, well, with the non-chaos Humies. And then we're going to push back north and we're going to try and reawaken some of our tribes, because we've lost all of our awakened tribes up here. And try and grow them again so that we've got so we've got a nice big base for our tribes up here to push from. So I do believe we've lost, yes, the Bear Sunderling's camp. So we'll try and clear through the north again. Yeah, these guys are probably a bit too strong for me to take it on. Does this place have walls? No, so I could always hit there.
Beautiful decision.
We get quite a lot of money from raiding here. Oh, I want to hit them, however, because I don't want to leave these guys down behind me, where they can expand. Throw that down on one of my lower level units. And we will race for Nurgle for the extra growth. Though we have been doing some of the other ones recently.
I am Slanesh's scion.
Right, so we have leveled up again. We've been pushing down here. We've just made ourselves a lot cheaper. So right, I actually want to go up this region, this way now. Melee attack for chosen units. So melee attack for chosen units. Extra damage for artillery. For marauders, chaos warriors, and aspiring champions. What are my units at the moment? Well, so you've got marauder champions. They're not aspiring champions. That's a small, monstrous unit. Well, it's a large unit. Is it a large unit? They are small entities, so they're not large units. They are very small, powerful units. Don't think they're probably as good as Chosen, even though they do more damage. Though they do cause fear, which is quite nice, though so do most of my units. What buffs does my lord give? Nothing major, so it's just working out what I want. I mean, long run, do I want an army of pretty much completely chosen? Which is probably going to be a yes, because if we look at the units...
Are you a god?
The chosen are... Actually, not that much tougher. They do more damage. They have slightly less armour, actually. They're obviously more expensive. They've got a lot more HP. They've got a lot more weapon strength. But it doesn't really... Well, no, because that's even a higher level unit. We could always buff him up a bit. We've still got loads of points to spend, so I don't know why I'm worrying so much. So I'm probably going to have a mix of Chaos Warriors and Chosen long run. However, for now, we're going to make him cause fear. And then we're going to up him a little bit, actually.
Handsome.
Go now!
Perform better in campaign. Got Skull Reef up here, which will be nice. Chunk of income for us. And let's end turn. Sorry I took so long deciding what skill to go for there. And there's the Empire fleet, who are... Okay, they've got ahead of me somehow. That's a little concerning. And Bretonia has now... Well, Gusgo... Oh. Diego may be in trouble, guys. Nope. He may not be making landfall where I want him to, because he's got a lot of friends out there. I could try and make an alliance with Mucilon and fall back from there, actually, which is a tricky one. However, we're probably going to pull these guys back into the north to build up just a little bit more. Well, I really want to get him into the north, knocking over Norsicans, because that's probably the best place for him to be while he builds up, but getting him there is going to be tricky now. Yeah, go on, I can always break it. The Chaos Gods see their champion, but each has its own agenda. Nurgle wishes for temperate southern regions, perfect for his unctuous poxes to spread. Slaanesh desires the colder north, where men look to their warm beds. So, extra income from settlements or campaign range. Oh, we're going to take the movement range for the time being, because that will help this guy out. Because now we can grab that and run past quite happily. Or, apparently... What?
The gods direct me.
I'm not going mad. I had far more movement then, didn't I, guys? What's the garrison here like?
I am Slaanesh's scion. Destroy. Kill them all.
Nice auto for us. Oh, we don't get much from here. We're going to take the extra movement range again.
Who are these grotesques?
For now, I'm going to go for this one because that ups pretty much everything in my army, which is actually very nice. Let's end turn. So I do want to buff up my lord as well, because having a powerful lord is always good. I think I've just lost this army. Oh! So that bit of sea, this is what I do find odd. Certain bits of sea you can't move as fast in. And that saved me there. I thought I was done for then. With that extra 25% movement, I should be able to get out of there and meet up with my main army a bit quicker, and we're gonna push north again into the remaining guys up there. I will take your non-aggression pact, because while you're not necessarily somebody I want to be allied with, I don't mind you growing. I will take out the vampires long run. I'm not particularly fussed by their corruption, because I just wander through the land and, you know, while I don't need their corruption to spread, them
Your
having a bit of corruption doesn't
strike
really
fear
bother
into
me.
the hearts of your...
Okay, so we just got a nice bonus from that. And they now want us to get more settlements knocked over. And we are going to run away.
Stop.
It's an ancient tactic, and it works quite well.
Everywhere I move.
I'm going to take the battle one. You see, it is quite good for 10 turns. That is a very nice
Onward
buff.
to destruction.
Now, the real question is, do I want to knock over Wolfsburg while I'm down here? Or do I just want to get myself back into the north and get myself some awakened tribes again? We're going to hit here. Wow. So the Beastmen have been shredded. No, we're not.
I will not obey.
There are actually, with a decent garrison, that wouldn't actually be a particularly easy battle.
My beauty. A worthy choice.
Right, he's going to come down here to try and meet up with me. We're going to try and burn along this coast to start with. And we'll get him somewhere safe to build up a secondary horde. It's not going to be a particularly high level horde, but he's going to get himself a nice horde built up so that he can start growing his horde by attacking places as well. At which point we will, well, we'll quite obviously look where to go next, but we'll build ourselves up. We'll build our strength up and our growth up here. Key thing I do want to do is, while I want to be near each other, I don't want to be too near each other, because if my hordes are near each other, we take attrition from each other. Because, well, I think the lore behind it is from the other games of, you know, you're taking each other's food. Nope, we're still not giving you a non-aggression pact either. So we're going to go and start hammering through the Varg.
Handsome and lethal.
Dark Prince wishes.
We are going to double time it north.
Asinine mortal.
Oh, what? I'm not quite sure what happened there, but never mind.
Moving.
Gave me a
father.
buff.
Who are these grotesqueries?
So we now have all sorts of extras. Okay, what do we want to give him? That's a nice direct damage spell. We'll get that to start with.
What?
Oh wow, he's got quite a lot.
Eldritch I see. Moving. Forward unto slaughter.
Okay,
Moving
we're
now.
starting pushing you back in. Let's end turn. Once I put him, I might get him a nice big horde and sell him back down to Skeggy. Would be an interesting idea. So I'm also fighting in another part of the world. So send Diego off fighting over at the Skeggy. So that we've got somebody, so we do have a Chaos Army in the new world as well as the old. Obviously, sooner rather than later, we're probably going to also get some of the original Chaos Lords out. Though, having multiple stacks is difficult as Chaos. Though, we do have some different abilities here. So we might, with the Steel Faith. So we might, for example, get ourselves a citadel off. And actually, Diego could become the lord of a citadel for example. If I decide to go down that tree. So he won't be able to move, but he'll be very powerful, and there's a lot of buffs.
Onward to destruction!
They give out, so that's this tree I'm talking about. So obviously that makes upkeep a lot cheaper, but they can't move. Obviously it's a lot of extra income, a lot of extra tribute from vassals, income from all horde buildings faction wide, and then I can start pushing up these ones which generate, you know, so immunity to attrition for all local armies, so it doesn't matter if they're nearby. That's huge. And some huge income buildings, actually. A few of these and I'd actually be in positive income, so actually. Now these ones aren't so good, but these ones don't do, so I'm probably going to go down that one and that one with somebody, and actually we might do that with ooh, and then obviously we've got this which generates a nice chunk of income as well. Oh, I can get dragon ogres.
Fool.
However, first
I will acquiesce.
let's smash some Varg.
Unleash chaos!
And we are going to awaken the Saal again.
For chaos!
Okay. Which one were we going down? No, we're going to up him to start with as well. Ooh, but this is good. Gee, it's only melee attack.
You dare.
Ooh, that's good. Do we have spare income at the moment? Yes. So I've decided Diego is going to become a citadel of chaos. So he's going to be the lord of a citadel of chaos somewhere, which is actually a really solid building, actually. So he's going to become an income producer. Now the question is, where do I set him up? I'm probably going to bring him up here, and we'll set him up around here somewhere. Potentially on the coast around here. So we're in distance of... Yeah, and this will be where we build our new hordes, basically. So he'll be in attack distance of... Well, he won't be able to move, but he'll be able to spawn hordes to throw into the Empire. Or up north, as needed. In fact, he'll be able to spawn hordes, which will then trek around the north. But the question is, do I want to build him up a bit first? Which is probably a good thing for me to do. Right, so we can get extra income from raising settlements. We're going to jump onto that because that is a very good buff for us. How much growth does he have sitting there spare? He's got quite a lot of surplus growth, but sending him through a few places will be more beneficial. You can double time it down towards the Bay of Blades.
Move.
And these guys have got a nice safe area to expand in as well now. Because that's the other thing, is I could always swap... I don't think I can swap lords particularly easily between hordes. But if I can, I might give that a go. Because what I might do is I might put him in charge of this horde. And turn this one into the... turn this one into the citadel. Because it's got all the buffs. And then start using my original lord to grow with again. But that's a bit of a tricky one. I'm also thinking maybe I shouldn't have gone for all of the Beastmen herds, because They seem to be being a little bit too powerful. But again, you learn these things for future campaigns because, well, they're doing my job too. They're doing my job better than me. They are shredding the Empire. Oh wow, we've got an Empire settlement drop there, and it's not too bad, but we'll want to keep an eye on it. And Bretonia are pushing in.
The spoilers come.
Alright, let's smash the Bear Blades.
Wipe them out.
Let's take Nurgle again.
Are you a god?
Forward unto slaughter.
So yeah, we can push up here, but again, what else does this one give us? Does it give us a lot of extra growth? It gives us a huge amount of extra horde growth, actually. So yeah, we're going to turn him into a fortress of chaos somewhere along this coast. That is the plan. It might not necessarily happen instantly, but that is our plan with this one. Just to see what it's like and how it does, because it also gives me really nice buffs. Ooh. We will enter on the side of my ally. It's on the far side of the world. It does mean Skeggy is probably dead, unfortunately. I mean, we could always build our Citadel of Chaos up here somewhere. It's still a good position, but it's one of those more tricky ones. I could build it right next to my... Ooh, that's a good thing to do. I might build it right next to my Awakened Tribe's capital city, because that way I'm giving them extra defense as well. Nope, the only way you get this is if you become my vassal. Otherwise, we are going to smash through you. And burn all of your cities.
I am Slanesh's scion.
Let us go. You need a boon.
Yeah, for now, we're just going ashore to build up. It does also generate income. It also causes a lot of extra income faction-wide, which is very nice. Now, these aren't so good, but they're just generating their own income, which is good. But it does slow your movement down massively. So, effectively, you're stopping. You're becoming an army which doesn't move.
You dare. Very well, I'll...
Ooh. So, do we want to take Slaanesh, which lowers my hit points by 10%, gives him armor piercing damage, extra speed for the army and extra cavalry and extra missile resistance. Extra leadership gives me the fireball spell, but lowers my charge damage by bonus by 10% for my army. Or Nurgle, which lowers my... Yeah, no. That's the only one which really makes sense. I'm going to hold off any for the time being. I mean, he shouldn't really be getting in melee, but they do end up in melee occasionally anyway. But these ones both give negatives to my entire army, whereas this does give buffs to the army. And to be fair to this guy, he has quite a lot of weapon damage. We don't have to go for any of them, so I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to grab Earthing to lower our miscast chance.
You dare.
Hail the slaughterer!
And let's end turn, and next turn the Sarl encampment's going to get smashed, so we're going to push this way to reclaim some of our previous territory, and then we're going to push back up into the centre of the north. And what I really want to do is I want to bring all of these Norscan tribes under my heel, so that we can look at growing again. I'm a little worried about these guys growing here, but gives us something to turn around and smash later on. And they're not particularly powerful, and they're going to be fighting Skaven pretty much straight away. The Empire territories up here have already fallen to the Skaven again, so they're not doing very well with their pushers. They managed to push back, but it didn't really do them much good. And this land is, I mean, you can see the chaos corruption here, so... Ooh, so we have an army to fight there now. Now the question is, do I fight or do I pull back to Doomkeep?
Witness my beauty.
What?
Avert your eyes.
I fight.
Bring them to ruin.
Oh, it's not even worth me fighting.
Despoilers come. Ready.
Right, what do we buff up first? Let's up his damage to start with. Oh, see, the thing is, this is where I want to do both my lord and my army. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which will take us up to 31, and then we'll have 9 points left to spend. And that's not upping his armour at all, that's just upping his weapon damage. He's got quite good armour to start with. We'll get his army sorted out first, because a buff to the army is really helpful. And he's not a bad lord anyway to start with.
You seek a pact with Norscan tribes? Then
No,
you
he still won't accept it.
We shall weave the fates. My lord.
Now the question is, do I do a Fortress of Chaos? 'Cause it's such an interesting idea. The question is, where is it worth building it here? I'm going to give it a go. Worst I can do is change my mind later on, and you know, it's not going to give me a negative because it generates so much income. I'm going to build it here,
Let's be about this.
near this gap, so I'm within range of their city, and I'm in range of this bridge.
Bring ruin.
So I'm kind of controlling the access to the north a little bit.
You have my promise.
Ooh, we could do both. So that's an extra 500. It's quite a big chunk of extra income we get by doing that. So he is now a Fortress of Chaos I'm building there. Now we'll have to see how this works. He can't move. He is now a city. He's within... Yeah, he's right next to one of my vassals. So that's beneficial. It's going to spread chaos corruption through the local province, which will spread it to the surrounding provinces by osmosis. Nope. So it's an interesting idea, this one. So it does allow me to build cities in a different kind of way. Because technically he should now have negative movement. Thankfully I don't think actually happens. Because yeah, even if I change his stance...
Yes. Moving.
Oh. Oh, the fortress isn't built instantly.
The gods direct me. Now they will
4 turns to build. That's actually quite a long time for a horde building. Let's chuck a few new units into his army. You guys can push down here. We're going to push all the way to Winter's Pyre to try and get some more of our factions appearing. As I said, we've got a nice gate to the north there with that city, with Diego's city. There, Diego's fortress, which is being built. Now, the Skegi is still there. They've not expanded, but they've not by no means been knocked over. It's such an odd place for a Nausicaan tribe, but you know, not going to say too much because they're beneficial for me there anyway. No, you're still not getting a non-aggression pact. Now, what I could have done is done it the other side of the river, and I'm still half tempted just to move him to the other side of the river, because then I can leave that army, this guy, in raiding stance on the other side of the river. But it does make me more vulnerable there, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to be in raiding stance once that's built. Awaken the tribe.
Bring ruin. The gods direct me.
And you can actually... I should have double timed him beforehand. So he's got a fairly basic army, but it's a fairly big basic army. And he's blocking that bridge. Now, the other thing you could do is you could put a really powerful horde together and put one of these somewhere fairly solid. I don't know if I get anything from it. I don't know if, you know, for example, this counts as a city when I'm attacked and I'll have walls, for example, which would kind of make sense with it being a fortress of chaos, but, you know, I really don't know how this works, so we'll have to see. In fact, I'm going to move across. Nope. Because I want to be being more aggressive. The thing is, here I defend my ally as well. So it's a bit of an interesting one. Then again, I guess if I'm just the other side of the river, I defend my ally as well, because he can't really push. Ooh, we've got the Varg attacking. No, we're still not going to accept that. So we are going to have to turn to deal with them, which is why we are building where we are then, guys. Because that means I will support my allies here.
For chaos, despoil.
Let's go smash Winter's Pyre, and we're going to take the movement buff from here.
Attack. Kill them all. What?
I mean, this is nice because it's a big effect at the end, actually. I'm going to do one more here because I do want Arcane Conduit. And we've actually leveled up a bit more than just that. Right, we're going to buff up our monstrous units because we're going to be getting more of them later on. I probably should have just gone for Chosen, guys, because long run I'm probably just going to have Chosen and monstrous infantry in this army, so I've probably messed that up a little bit, but you know, these things happen. Basically, I'm building this Fortress of Chaos here, guys, because I want to see what it's like and what it does, because I'm interested. So, you know, it's not necessarily about it being tactical. I just want to see what it does and how it works, because it sounds quite cool to me. Anyway, guys, at the end of this turn, we are going to be ending this one. Let's see where these guys go. So the Bear Blades is about to get knocked over, but we are pushing back, so that's not a huge issue. I'm going to throw some more troops into here. Anyway, guys, we are going to end this one here, so I'm going to start rushing these guys back, and we're going to hold here to defend with Diego. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope that you've enjoyed this.